Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now, your #1 source for tips, tricks, and everything you need to know for Fantasy Premier League football. Today, we're going to be going over some knee-jerk reactions for Game Week 10, and my lord, there are a lot of them. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 20 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment, who are you thinking of bringing in this week, who are you thinking of taking out? Subscribe if you're brand new, let's get into the video. So, starting things off, let's take a look at my Game Week 9 so far. 36 points, well I've got 2 points to come off the bench in Semedo. It started off, as it always does with me, Tierney was injured, but I guess in retrospect, I'm kind of glad that he didn't come on because they did concede. I was really annoyed until like the 80th minute because Arsenal were winning 3-0 and I was like, I knew they would get a clean sheet if Tierney didn't play. But then luckily, Villa did score, so Tierney would have only got 2 anyway, and Semedo would have got 6 and then bloody gave away a penalty in like the 93rd minute, so that was great. It's just, I just can't catch a break, man. I can't catch a break. So I lost 6 points on Semedo, but yeah, I'm on 38 points now. Sanchez got 4 points against City, which I was very surprised about. He got 2 bonus points, even though he conceded, I think it was 4 goals, wasn't it? Which is mad. But yeah, made like 8 saves and got a bunch of bonus kind of point thingies for that. So yeah, I was actually really happy with the 4 points on Sanchez. Livramento, my lord, so many people benched him, but he got a fat 9 bomb, which was great. Very, very happy about that. And then Rudiger got 9 as well. So 2 9 bombs, which is unfortunately the best part of my team, Livramento and Rudiger, which is, it's not a good game week. I just can't catch a break at the moment. Rafinha coming in with the 1 point. He was playing so well against Wolves and then got injured. So many people have transferred him out already, as we'll go on to in a second, which I understand, like the injury didn't look great, but always wait for press conferences because Rafinha literally has Norwich next game, I'm pretty sure. So you need him for that. Sarr, I mean, Watford won 5-2 and Sarr was involved in none of the goals. I think he got took off on like the 60th minute actually, which is a little bit worrying now. I never thought that Sarr would be a minute's risk at all. But yeah, him coming off on the 60th minute, very, very scary. I'm going to get rid of him soon anyway. I was always going to get rid of him after the Southampton game next week. So I'm not too scared about it, but a little bit unfortunate. We've got Salah, who's yet to play, who was literally captained by like 3 million people. I've got actually quite a fat green arrow at the moment, but pretty much everyone captained Salah and he hasn't played yet. Havertz coming in with 6 points. I took the punt. I didn't bring De Bruyne in, which I'm very, very happy about because he only came on for a 1 point senior. But Havertz, the only Chelsea player to not get a return yesterday. They won 7-0. They were winning 5-0 when he came off. How he was playing as their number 9 and didn't get involved in any of the 5 goals where he was on the pitch, I will never know. Every other Chelsea player returned, apart from the one that I bloody captained. You can't make it up. Jimenez coming through with the 5. I mean, Jimenez has got 4 returns in 4, so he just keeps ticking over, which I'm very happy about. And then I've got Antonio and Vardy to play, and then Semedo to come off the bench. So yeah, I'm on 38 points, well 36 until I get the 2 from the bench. But yeah, another terrible game week. I mean, if Salah blanks, I think I'll have a good game week, but I really need a United win today. I really, really need United to win 2-1 for all the Trent owners, and then obviously for the Salah captains as well, or like 2-0 or whatever. But yeah, very, very worried about that. Let's go on to the knee-jerk reactions though for Game Week 10. And lo and behold, the top 2 are Chilwell and Mount. I mean, Chilwell has literally scored 4 and 4. I really want to bring him in, but he's still a little bit of a rotation risk in my opinion. Plus, like, I would love to have him for Newcastle and Burnley, but there are other issues in my team. Like Rafinha might be injured, need to get rid of Sarr now, kind of want to bring in Tony. Like, as much as I would love to have Chilwell, I'd have to take hits to bring him in. And I know for a fact, if I bring him in, he's going to stop scoring. So I'm going to let you guys just have him and let you get all your points from him and stuff. Because yeah, when I bring in a player, they just stop getting points. And yeah, I'm just really annoyed about the Havertz punt, to be fair. I just can't believe he was the only Chelsea player that didn't get a return. It was ridiculous. But yeah, Chilwell is the top brought in player this week so far. 2 weeks in a row now at this point. I mean, he just keeps scoring. He's getting clean sheets. Whether he plays midweek against Southampton, we'll have to wait and see. Again, just like the Champions League last week, wait until he plays midweek. If he does, then Alonso might play. And then if he doesn't play midweek, he'll probably play against Newcastle. So yeah, just wait for that. Mount's an interesting one, man. Like, he's literally not scored for 25 games. Whoever brought Mount in, then you've got some godly like powers, because it just wasn't sensible to bring him in. He hasn't returned in 25 games. I understand that, like, he not returned, but he hasn't scored in 25 games. I understand because obviously Werner was out and Lukaku was out, so Mount was definitely going to play. But for him to score 3 goals and get an assist, it's mind-boggling. So some people even captained him. So if you did, I mean, kudos to you. You smashed it out of the park. But now a lot of people are bringing him in. I don't think you should, personally. I think that it was just kind of a one-hit wonder. I don't think he's going to score against Newcastle and Burnley. I mean, he might do. I mean, he missed the penalty, he got retook. His first goal was very, very good, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm a big fan of Mason Mount. I just don't think that, like, he's going to keep bringing in, like, 20-point hauls every single week. So if you do bring him in, you know, fair play. I still think Havertz is the better option. I just think Havertz was so unlucky because he was the only one that had, like, a Norwich defender bullying him all game. All the other Norwich defenders just didn't do anything, so it was really unfortunate. Smith Rowe is a bit of an option, to be fair. He is only 5.4 mil and does have Leicester, Watford, then Liverpool, then Newcastle. But after that, it is United, Everton, Southampton, West Ham. So I think you've kind of missed the Arsenal train. If you have Arsenal players now, like, I was going to get rid of Tierney after the Watford game. And then, because I didn't really want him for... no, actually, I was going to keep him for the Watford game, bench him against Liverpool and play Livramento instead, who has Norwich, and then play him for the Newcastle game and then get rid of him for United, Everton, etc. So, yeah, if you bring in Smith Rowe, fair play. I mean, he's a very cheap option. You could probably just bench him if you have the extra funds. Like if you got rid of Lukaku this week and you want to bring in another midfielder. There's nothing wrong with bringing him in. I just don't think he has the best fixtures going forward as of right now. Like, Liverpool's in there, you probably don't want to play him against Liverpool, but he doesn't seem to be getting his minutes managed. He seems to be playing every single game, and he's Arsenal's number 10 right now, and yeah, he's a really good prospect for sure. Vardy, another player loads of people have brought in. I mean, obviously Vardy hasn't played yet, so whether people change their mind on that, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, he might return today against Brentford. A few people have captained him, I think like 700,000 people. Then he has Arsenal and Leeds. I mean, he's just a hold, really, for me. Brentford, Arsenal, Leeds, Chelsea, Watford, Southampton, Villa, Newcastle. I mean, apart from the Chelsea game, you can hold him all the way up until the Tottenham game, or even more so. Foden, another player, like... I mean, the thing about City players is they have Crystal Palace next, then United, Everton, West Ham, but then look at all these green fixtures here. Like, if you can bring in, like, Cancelo or Foden and they're playing, like, most of these games, like... That's kind of mad. I'm still pretty shocked that De Bruyne didn't start, to be fair. Like, the fact that Gundogan played instead. I didn't think that De Bruyne was going to be a rotation risk, but he is now. So I'm going nowhere near De Bruyne now. My original plan was to bring him in for Son, but now I might bring in Foden if he's playing every single game, which is obviously a lot cheaper than De Bruyne, so that's great. Coming up next, the most transferred out players this week. Lukaku taking the #1 spot. I mean, 159,000 people have transferred him out. Don't blame you. He's definitely missing the Southampton game midweek, but we don't care about that because it's got nothing to do with FPL. Will we get more news in the week about whether he's going to be fit for the Newcastle game, Burnley game? Yeah, we should. So if you have him now and you haven't already transferred him out, again, just wait. Like, yeah, his price is dropping like mad. He was 11.7 like the other day, now he's 11.5. But I mean, if you have Lukaku for Newcastle and Burnley, like, that's a decent little diffy if everyone's getting rid of him. Alonso is another player that a lot of people are bringing out, taking out. I mean, understandable. Chilwell seems to be the #1 spot now for that left wing back, left back kind of position for Chelsea. So yeah, really unfortunate because Alonso, he wasn't playing bad at all. It's just Chilwell. I mean, if you're scoring every single week and you're a fullback, you should be playing, you know. Why wouldn't you play him? So yeah, understandable why Alonso isn't playing, but it's just a bit of a situation. Doucouré is a player that a lot of people are taking out. I mean, that's just it's just unfortunate. He just got a foot injury. He's out for a couple of months, I think, or 6 weeks or something. So yeah, I mean, that's just a problem that a lot of people had on their team that they needed to get away. I think it's unfortunate as well because people brought him in like around West Ham's game where he only got 2 points, and then obviously he didn't play against Watford, and he's injured now. So yeah, everybody kind of missed his big hauls at like the 10 and the 11 points. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't ever going to bring him in anyway, but it's just unfortunate. Rafinha up next. I mean, he's got a knock, 75% chance of playing. I don't think you should get rid of him. He's got Norwich away next, which is one of the best fixtures, the second best fixture, just after Norwich at home. So I don't think you should get rid of him until we get a press conference. If we get a press conference this week, I'm probably going to be taking him out for Mbeumo. If he's out for like a while, but if he's not, like if he's fine, then obviously I'm gonna keep him in because Norwich is a great fixture to target. I mean, they just lost 7-0 to Chelsea. There is not a better time to go and play Norwich. And then finishing things off, very interesting, Ben Rama is the 5th most transferred out player so far this week. Of course, this list could change with injuries, etc. today, because there are 3 more games being played today. But yeah, Ben Rama is one of the most transferred out, and I'll be quite surprised if Antonio isn't like one of the most transferred out next week as well, with Tony having like Burnley and Norwich and Newcastle or whatever, and then Antonio having like Liverpool and stuff. Although Liverpool, Antonio does have Villa next week, which is kind of a fixture I'm not too bothered about, which is why I'm okay with taking out Rafinha for Mbeumo, because I originally was going to take Antonio out for Tony. But yeah, if Rafinha is just out for ages and I need to get rid of him, I'll bring in Mbeumo for him. But they are the knee-jerk reactions of Game Week 10 so far. What do you guys think? Who are you bringing in? I mean, I have a plan for my team with or without the injury to Rafinha, so I'm going to just stick to that and hope for the best, because my team has just been a shambles so far. Like I said, I got a fat green arrow at this moment in time, but that will probably change if Salah holds today, which he probably will, because I didn't captain him. I'm not that salty. Anyway, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below. Leave a comment. Again, who you're transferring in and out. Subscribe if you're brand new. That's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.